Welcome back to my channel where I help students and parents navigate through the complicated process of college planning. I know it is quite complicated. I myself have gone through it and I counsel students for it as well. So today I'm going to talk about 8 things that colleges look for in a high school student. The number one thing, the absolutely important thing to put your high school student in the running is how rigorous of a curriculum has your student selected. For instance, if the high school offers 30 APs, then has your student made use of that? Picked courses that have challenged the student? Alright. If your high school doesn't offer that many APs or has a lot of restrictions regarding when they can take higher courses, then that needs to be reflected in their curriculum or choice of courses as well. So I can't emphasize enough how important a rigorous curriculum or even a course selection is in a high school profile of a student. So, rigorous curriculum it is. Okay, the second thing is the infamous grade point average or the GPA. Yes, it's an important criteria that goes along with the first point, which is the rigorous curriculum or the course selection. And most of the highly selective schools look for unweighted GPA. Now, what is this unweighted GPA? Schools calculate it differently, but colleges have a standardized way of looking into the unweighted GPA where the AP courses, the honors, and all courses are considered equal. And this unweighted GPA goes hand in hand with the rigorous curriculum. So these are the 2 most important things that puts a candidate in the running for a highly selective school. But guess what? It doesn't guarantee an admission in your dream school, unfortunately. But still, GPA is a very critical component in college admissions. The third component that colleges look for are the standardized test results. We sort of assume that standardized tests like SAT, ACT scores are the only important component that colleges look for. But no, it's just one of the 8 components that they look for. So students can take SAT or ACT. Colleges really don't distinguish that. So it depends on which test your student does better. I have seen that my students do much better with ACT. ACT also has a science section in it. If your student is more logical based learner and a student like that, then ACT is a better test. I would recommend taking both of them. And also there is PSAT, which qualifies for the national merit, which is to be taken in the junior year. So standardized test, the third component that colleges look for in a high school student. The fourth component, college essays. It's a very important aspect of the college admission process. This is where the student answer the question, why me? Why should the college pick the student? So that is what they showcase in a college essay. There are different essays that are expected in the Common App, which the seniors go ahead filling it during their college process. One is a personal statement, which is 650 words, which is used by every college except for the University of California colleges. Okay, so this 650 word essay completely is focused on the student, their personality, their trait, right? So that's an important aspect. And then there are supplemental essays which are very specific to that college, where they're asking, why are you picking this specific college? So those prompts vary as well. And some colleges also have single line questions that they ask the students. So the fourth most important component is college essay. And this is one piece of advice that I give to all my juniors and seniors is start writing the essay early. Summer is a good time to start writing the Common App essay and the personal statement. And also another tip is that the prompts really don't change every year. So it's always good to have like an outline or a framework ready so that you don't keep the essay till the last minute. So the fourth important component, essay. The fifth important component is demonstrated interest. I know this is a very, very new buzzword that's coming in there. Okay, so highly selective schools want to preserve their yield. What is yield? Yield means that they are very careful, or they want to make sure that they have enough students attending and accepting their program after being accepted into it. So they want to make sure that students who have applied will in fact go ahead and take on this university or college. So colleges like to protect their yield. There are three ways that you can show demonstrated interest. Number one is early decision, is applying much before in October or before the early decision deadline. There's restricted early action, and then there is supplemental essays where you show your demonstrated interest or your overall interest as to why you want to go into this college. But the most important way you show your interest is through early decision. So yes, this is the fifth important component in a college admission process. The sixth important component that colleges look for is leadership and communication. Let me tell you something. It's not that they're only going to pick extroverts. No, introverts as well. So they want to see if you can lead people, and also they look at teamwork, whether you can be led. So always look for opportunities where you can build your leadership skills. And please check out my videos where I go in detail as to how to build your network, make instant connections, and look for leadership and be a leader in high school. So leadership and communication, an important step in the college admission process. The seventh component and the most critical component that they're looking for is extracurricular activities. Okay, it's not the number of things, it's not quantitative, it's qualitative. They're looking for impact. What impact have you done? How have you given back to the community? Right? So those are extremely important. There are 10 spaces for extracurriculars in the Common App, and leadership and maximum impact goes absolutely in the top. So I recommend my students to start volunteering and looking for extracurricular activities right from the freshman year itself. It doesn't necessarily have to be a leadership role in the freshman year. You're still looking for opportunities, but start early. Plan out your extracurricular activities. What aligns with you? What are you talented in? The question that you need to ask before you start any extracurricular activities: what is your passion? What is it that's unique about you? How can you contribute and give back to the community? So that is very important. Extracurricular, a critical component in college admission process. The last but a very important component in a college admission process is teacher recommendations, right? So it goes to show the colleges, when they look at the recommendation, how good a student are you and how good a learner are you. How are you in class? How are you absorbing the information? How are you participating? How are you contributing to learning as a whole? So teacher recommendations are like cornerstone, and it helps to develop a relationship with the teachers right from the freshman year. Right? So there is a process of selecting teachers and requesting for recommendations. So stay tuned for the video where I show how you can request a teacher for a recommendation. So this is it. the 8 important critical components that are absolutely necessary in a college admission process. Okay, these were the 8 crucial components that colleges look for. It's not just limited to these 8. There are a lot more things that the colleges look for. But to start off with, these are the 8 things that are very, very critical. So this is it. The 8 important things that colleges are looking for in the college planning process. Let me know if you're interested in any other topic. I would love to create videos and share. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and to my email list and join my Facebook group, Pioneer Parents. Until then, bye now.